Well, there's a first for everything. I believe this might be the first 4 hour game that we've ever seen. Wow. Wow. So let's break all this down. So obviously, Olympic football has started. Obviously, this is the Olympic football game, which I believe. So correct me if I'm wrong, I believe this is under 2023, and I believe you're all allowed three overage players. I believe Nigeria won it in '96. So let's read this, man. So the end of Morocco versus Italia Germany was wild. So Morocco led 2-1 going into stoppage time. Christian Medina scored for Italia Germany in the 90 plus 16th minutes, so basically 60 minutes added on time. Fans stormed the pitch and objects were thrown at players, man. So it gets real. After order was restored and both teams had left the field, they discovered the match was actually suspended. The teams returned to an empty stadium. 2 hours later, VAR ruled Medina's goal offside. The final 3 minutes were played and Morocco won. Okay, all right. Let's break this all down. So my thing here is this. So look, I get it. Fans stormed the pitch. Boom, 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 boom. What were the VAR guys doing after order was restored? Because trust me, it shouldn't take you several hours. Because wait, hold on. Let me bring that up again. So the teams returned to an empty state, bro. 2 hours later, it did not take 2 hours to sort all that stuff out. But my thing though is, because remember, the players thought, oh, we are done. So they didn't even know until it was suspended. So what is crazy is when they came out, they came out to an empty stadium because everyone had left. Because everyone thought that the match was over. So that was the wild thing. Everyone was like, oh, the match is over. Everything is done. So my thing though is, when everybody was cleared, why didn't you then, first of all, why didn't you inform guys that the match was suspended? Because isn't the protocol, surely, isn't the protocol that if a goal is scored, you check VAR? Or were the guys in the VAR booth either drunk or were they also helping to restore order? That's what I want to know. Because I'm like, why would it take up to 2 hours to then realize that, oh yeah, by the way, that goal did not stand? Like, it's crazy because see, I understand how obviously when Medina scored for the Italian Germans, people were like, okay, there was anger. So then because there was anger, you're like, okay, what the hell is happening? But fine. The fans stormed the pitch. That is the job for the security guards. You guys in the VAR booth, all you're concerned about in that booth is, was this goal onside or offside? And surely if you did your due diligence, you'd be like, yo, ref, yeah, this goal is off. And you wouldn't have to have guys waiting for freaking 2 hours before saying, oh yeah, by the way, because what is so wild is they thought it was over. So people, I think, if you even read some reports, people say, oh, 2-2, wow, Medina got a last gap equalizer. They thought the game was over. So, wild. Because even when people were DMing me, I was like, excuse me? Like, how does it take that long to get VAR where, first of all, you brought them out, you checked the VAR, VAR was off, and then they then play for 2 or 3 more minutes after they've already been in the booth for 2 hours in front of nobody. I mean, look, it's madness. It's madness. But look, at the end of the day, even if all that is all done and done, it's a good W. It's a good W for Morocco. It's a big W for Morocco because again, if you think about it, like so, the Italian Germans, they're on the roll. So you would argue like, are they one of the favorites? I mean, I think the favorites are France. I think definitely one of the favorites are France. But the Italian Germans coming off of the Copa America dub are like, oh, look, because I know Alvarez is there and I know Otamendi is there, but obviously remember, so I think it's mainly under 23, and I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe you're allowed three overage players. Because I know that when we won it in 96, where we beat Brazil and we beat the Italian Germans in the final. Shout out to Amokachi and Monike, and Kanu Wanko in the semi-final. So when we got that dub, yeah, those are the rules where it's under 23 and you're allowed three overage players. So I don't know whether that is still the rules there. But look, I think France, remember, France are coached by Thierry Henry. I've actually been watching some of the French team behind the scenes stuff on YouTube. So look, man, it's your boy. Look, it's your boy Henry, man. So, like, you can't dislike Henry. So you want Henry to succeed. But for Morocco, look, shout out to Morocco. Shout out to Morocco, because I think for Morocco, what was disappointing for Morocco was AFCON. That was really disappointing for Morocco, because based on what they did at the World Cup, they reached uncharted ground for an African nation, i.e. being the first African country to reach a World Cup semi-final, beating Spain and beating Portugal, which was freaking huge. So that was even amazing in and of itself. So people thought, oh, let them now build upon that. And hence why they were one of the favorites for AFCON. And I feel they should have done a lot better at AFCON. But again, it's one of those things where sometimes you can be good as an underdog, but can you be good when you're a favorite now? So they were a huge underdog at the World Cup, shocked the world. A massive favorite at AFCON, underwhelmed. So I think for this is a great start and a great victory. So if these guys can go far, and if these guys can go ahead, because remember, Nigeria has won gold, Cameroon has won gold. So there's already two African countries has won gold at this. But if these guys can go far, heck, if they can even win a gold medal, I think that'll be a great booster now building up for 2026. And that's World Cup in 2026, where, of course, there are going to be a lot more African countries, man. So I think this is an important one for them, And look, but remember, the Italian Germans are very good at Olympics, because we beat them in 96 and they beat us in 08. That's when it was, again, Di Maria. Yet again, like I told you, guys, Di Maria's record in the finals is freaking stupid. And I remember that game, it freaking broke my heart. Di Maria scored the winning goal against us, because I think Obi Mikel was in that team. Di Maria scored the winning goal against us in that 08 final. I think that was Beijing 08. So, and I think they've won a few. They've won a few gold medal games. So they actually the Italian Germans are normally very good at Olympics, man. But it'll be interesting to see this. So for me, like, if I was to, and I always forget, because so the Olympics opening ceremony is on Friday. But I always forget, the Olympic football thing starts before the opening ceremony. I always forget that it always starts like a few days before the opening ceremony. So yeah, look, I will be keeping my eye on this, man. Because I think, look, if I was to place a bet, I don't think France should win based on the amount of talent that they have and how much young talent that they have. But again, Henry, amazing player, he's not a great coach. So I just don't believe in Henry, the manager, Henry, the coach. I believe Henry, the football player, Henry, the pundit. I don't believe in Henry as the manager, man. But look, for Morocco, man, I'll be, flying the flag for Africa, hoping they do well. And Hakimi being the senior man can say, what's up? And it's a good statement, victory, massive victory against guys who do well at these Olympics. But they now have to ride this on and see how far they can get. So I think this actually could be a very, very exciting tournament. But please, don't take 300 years for a VAR call. So hopefully they've learned from this. They're like, don't end the game. Say, oh, my bad. No, we didn't. The game isn't ended. It's actually been suspended. Yo, no. I know you've hit the shots. I know you're actually literally about to leave the stadium, but no. Please come back, because the goal that we actually ruled as a goal, it's actually offside. So you gave the goal. People all thought it was 2-2. Data said, 2-2 last minute goal. And it's like, so sorry. Actually, hold up. Because now we have to go. So people now have to ask the referee, did you blow for full time? Or did you blow? Because if he blowed for full time, legally, it should actually be 2-2. But then again, remember, I think Didn't that something happen similar with Man United and Bruno Fernandes, where I think they blowed for full whistle, and I think they came back and Bruno Fernandes pretty much scored after the final whistle. Because again, I need to look at the rules, but I think if the referee blows for full time, that signals the legal end of the game. So you can't play afterwards. So if he blowed for full time, how can you not say, oh no, sorry, my bad, can you please come back again? So look, let's say to you. People like to insult AFCON refs. AFCON refs. No, leave AFCON refs out after this. Let's look at some of the other refs up in this piece, bro. Leave my AFCON refs alone, man. But 2 hours? 2 freaking hours.